Hi friends, welcome to my down-to-earth yoga channel, Yoga with Sarah Trapani. Just yoga, no frills, here in my basement. So we're taking a full body gentle yoga flow today. Stretch the whole body in a gentle way. Grab your mat and let's get started. I'm grateful for you. If you're here at the end of this practice, please subscribe and hit that super thanks button and leave me a tip. So let's join together in a tall upright seat, sitting tall through the crown of the head and closing your eyes to arrive in your body and in your practice today. And we'll start to lean forward a little bit, any amount, keeping your feet a little bit flexed so you feel that a little bit more in your hips and not in your knee joint as you lean forward. And then we'll start to circulate to the right and swirl the torso in space, tracing a circle on the ceiling with the crown of your head. Noting any areas that feel really gripped. So if you're comfortable having your eyes closed for this, go ahead and start to direct your senses inward. So you're taking your energy away from the external world and coming into your body and how you feel today. And you can start to notice your breath as you move. And then you can switch and reverse the direction, go the other way, opposite direction of circles. Let your shoulders melt on the back. And start to observe openly and receptively any part of your body that is calling for attention. And as you lean back, we're going to bring the knees in and cross your other ankle on top, and we'll start to do the same thing. You can rest your hands on your knees, and you could get a little more intentional with your breath as you circulate. So when you inhale, you spread the chest forward. And when you exhale, you really carve the belly back toward the spine and even take your hands on the shins and traction back through that circle. So really we're exploring how you feel. Take a moment to set your intention for today. And then go ahead and lean back, cross the other ankle on top. And that's enough circulating, I think. So we're going to sweep the arms overhead, reach up, reach long, and interlace the fingers and flip the palms right up toward the sky. Reach up through the heels of your hands. So we're really lifting the side ribs, waking up the core a little bit more. On your inhale, let's look up and press up through the palms. Exhale, pull your knees in, belly in, and round the spine. And then inhale, open your knees, lift up, and then exhale, pull in, belly in. And we're going to inhale, lift up, and exhale, pull in, belly in, uncross, flex your feet, release your palms to face up, and then bring your feet on the ground, reach forward, interlace the non-habitual finger on top, and then press the palms away and up. So we're getting really lifted. And this is even sometimes really challenging on the core. We're going to start to walk the feet forward, keeping the palms pressing up. Then open your knees into this big wide diamond bound angle, Baddha Konasana. Nice diamond shape. Lift up, look up, inhale, and then exhale, reach forward, forward, forward. And we're coming into this bound angle, forward fold. So I have this big diamond shape with my legs. It might feel better for your legs to be a little more of a triangle shape with that bound angle position. So you have to tune into what feels good for you. And we're going to settle into a forward fold for a couple breaths. So in this bound angle, you can wrap your hands around your toes, or you can inch your hands more forward and coming deeper into the forward fold and look at your tail. And find the space of your breath filling into your back ribs. Feel free to rock a little bit or just stay still for a couple moments. When you inhale, a lot of latent space flowing through your joints into the hips and back. When you exhale, letting go of tension, stress, any gripping, and moving into the pose, maybe a micro amount more. Nice. And then drop the tail. We're going to slowly sit on up. Bring your knees together and extend your legs out straight. So we're going to bring the big toes to touch and lean forward. Walk your hands forward a little bit. Then start to drag one sitting bone at a time back so that we're more on the sitting bones and we're really folding forward, doing a nice anterior tilt of the pelvis. The inner thighs are rolling forward and down. And then we're gradually going to reach for the ankles, the shins, or the toes and fold into a Paschimottanasana, breathing through the back body, breathing through your back ribs, spreading your chest, your sternum toward your toes. Good. Let's linger there for a moment, wherever you're at in that fold. Exhale down through the tailbone toward the earth. And then let's sit up. We're going to bring that right heel in and open your right knee. Bring that right sole of the foot to the left inner thigh. Take your fingertips behind you. Try to lift up your butt and roll forward a little bit more. Then we're going to swing our right hand around. Reach for the outside of your left foot, ankle or shin, and then draw your right elbow away from that left hip, and you start to fold over that left thigh, whatever degree is available. Left hand, let's go ahead and take that left hand. We're going to gather it on the outside of that left thigh and look to the left. Usually I always start with the right side first. It's usually more optimal for digestion, but just for today to show this left hand on the outer thigh, giving a press. We'll start with the left. We're going to breathe space through that right side. Hold for another moment. Let that right outer knee fall to the ground a little more. And then we'll slowly come on up. And we'll bring the right knee in, give the right foot a little press. Let's take our right hand on the inside of the knee and reach for the left toes, and we'll turn, look to the left. One inhale. Exhale back to center. Let that right knee fall open. Now step your left foot on the ground. Take your left arm on the inside of the knee and left first finger and thumb touch. Resist that left arm on the inside of the knee and turn. Look to the right. Breathe. Lift up through the crown of your head. It's okay to lift that left sitting bone off the ground. And we'll inhale. And we'll exhale. Bring both knees in, feet on the floor. Wrap your arms around. Give a hug. Drop your tail. And then I want to cross the ankles and roll over the knees. And we're going to take one downward facing dog. So you're going to find your hips right up toward the sky and pedal out your feet. And find that nice even quality through the hips, through the length of the lower back. And let your head hang. Let's inhale through your nose. Exhale, let it out. And then we'll gently come forward into a tabletop. Swing the ankles underneath. And let's slide the legs around and extend your legs out straight. Now, in yoga, what we do on one side, we always want to repeat that same sequence on the other side to create balance and symmetry. So let's lean over the thighs. We're going to reach forward and come into that Paschimottanasana again. You can scooch one sitting bone at a time back. Sometimes it feels helpful to lift the flesh of your butt out. And so we're really tilting that pelvis into a forward fold, as opposed to trying to fold or pull or tug in your lower back. We are really trying to roll forward onto the sitting bones, bring those inner thighs down toward the ground, and fold forward from the place where the thigh bones connect to the pelvis. I hope that makes sense. So just come into the fold as much as you can without force. And maybe you can take your toes, and we'll find that very easeful Paschimottanasana. So we're taking a gentle approach, not tugging or pulling, allowing the body to move gradually wherever it's able to go when you're present and breathing. So tune into that breath. Inhale in the back ribs, and the exhale emptying you out into the position a little more. Good, and then we'll start to come all the way up. Let's take that left foot in. Let's see if I can get this right. Take that left foot in. And then we're going to open that left knee, left foot on the inner right thigh. Yes, that's right. And we're going to start to turn, reach your left arm up, and reach your left hand around for the outside of that right ankle, foot, or shin. And then take your right hand on the outer thigh. And then you kind of press that outer right thigh gently, like you're gathering the inner thigh in and down toward the floor. So the right inner thigh groins are soft. Both groins are soft. The stretch is really primarily through the back of your right thigh and in that left side body as you fold. And you pull that left elbow away from your right hip and you breathe wherever you're at there, moving your chest, your sternum toward your right foot. It's Janu Shirsasana. So we're really opening through that left side body. We're going to inhale. And we're going to exhale, drop the tail, and slowly come on up. And then we'll step that left foot on the ground. We're going to take that left arm on the inside of the knee and turn. Your left hand can touch the right shin, ankle, or toes. Right fingertips behind. Turn. Good. We'll inhale, and then we'll exhale. We're going to let that left knee open. We're going to step the right foot on the ground now and turn the other way. Right arm on the inside of the knee. If I messed up the sequence, let me know in the comments. But I think I got it right. That right arm on the inside of the knee, we're going to turn, look over the left shoulder. Right first finger and thumb touch, Gyan Mudra. As you touch that right first finger and thumb, it's interesting to think about also the belly button hugging into the spine. Lift that right sitting bone and kind of squeeze, engage your right butt. Turn, inhale, looking left. Exhale, let's come on back. Open both knees, soles of feet together. Wrap your hands in front of your ankles. Let's lift up through the heart. Arch your upper back. Inhale. And then exhale, we're going to pull the belly in. Bring your feet on the ground. Then wrap your arms around. And bring your heels really close in and curl into a little ball. Your knees can touch. And bring your eyes down toward the knee joints. Inhale, exhale, let it out. Down through the tail. Very good. And then inch forward on your mat. And let's make our way down onto the back. So we're going to come onto the back. And let's do a little Qigong from one of my close teachers, Patrice Heber, really sweet, sweet woman. What we're going to do is press through the feet and then just lift the lower back and tap it on the ground a few times. So it's really nice to loosen up the organs, really gentle way to encourage this prana flow through the hips and pelvis down toward your feet. Let's do that a couple times. And then hug both knees in, give yourself a hug. And then come into full happy baby, elbows on insides of knees, hands on the ankles, shins, or the outer edges of the feet. You know, this is one of my favorite poses to finish a practice, full happy baby, because you even out the hips and pelvis. You can rock and massage your back. And then we'll open the elbows, lift your head, look toward your tail, give those knees a little pull toward your underarms. And then open your heels out if you can toward a V. Release back through happy baby. One more time to a V, any amount, back to happy baby, and then soles of feet together, knees splay open for a moment in your reclined bound angle. If this doesn't feel good on your body, you can skip this and go right to Shavasana. If you're able to stay here for a couple of moments, hands are going to be right on the ribs, and we'll rest there for a couple of moments, letting the breath flow freely. A nice line from crown to tail. Rotate your lower jaw, loosen up any clenching or gripping in your jaw. And then we'll draw the knees in and bring your feet mat width distance and let your knees knock in to touch. So if you already were in Shavasana, you could stay with legs extended. If you're in bound angle pose, bring your knees in to touch. So we leave on this kind of nice, restful, closed note. The lower back supported, the inner thigh is really soft, the thigh bones plugging into the hips in a secure way. One of my teachers always said that the answer to the universe was in the connection of the femur bones to the pelvis. So you can think about that. Think about that one for a little while. Let those thigh bones connect easily. Rest your hands anywhere on the body. And be in the moment. Rest and peace. Rest in, I shouldn't say rest in peace because that's like being dead. Rest in the space of the moment. with nothing to do, nowhere to go, just to allow your breath to be as it is. And find compassion for yourself and for wherever you're at, for however you're showing up. Find that compassion from within toward yourself and some kindness toward yourself. We'll start to windshield wiper the knees. Let's think of what we have to be grateful for today. Anything you have to be grateful for, invite that into your mind, your heart, your spirit. And then go ahead and hug your knees in, give yourself a squeeze. When you're ready, roll to either side and slowly make your way up to sit again, and I'll see you there. Arriving again in your upright seat, let's inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, press your hands through the central channel. Thank you so much for showing up today. You can thank yourself for showing up. And I wish you joy, peace, health, strength, courage, and trust on the journey. Namaste. Great job showing up for yourself and taking time for yourself today. I really appreciate you sticking it out and practicing all the way through. If you're still with me, subscribe if you haven't already. I post many times a week new classes. And please hit the super thanks button if you want to support my channel. I appreciate it very much. Please keep it up, keep going. A little practice every day really is helpful for your overall well-being, and you're doing great. See you next time. Bye-bye.